Good afternoon. Welcome to BC Talks, the 6th annual speech contest. So you think you can speak, an impromptu showdown. My name is Mario Piacquadillo, and I am so excited to be your MC for today. For some quick background about me, I'm a full-time student currently enrolled at Broward College, and my major is in biology. As we begin our program, I would like to recognize a few faculty and staff responsible for supporting and coordinating this event. BC Talks 6th annual speech contest is a production for the AHCD pathway. If we have pathway and department deans currently in the audience, please feel free to start your videos and wave. Let's give a round of applause to the associate department and pathway deans. The event was also coordinated by the BC Talks committee. If they could the committee please start video and give a little wave to the audience? Perfect. Now let's give a hands to the members of the BC Talks committee for bringing this all together. Before we start this contest, let's review the impromptu contest guidelines. There will be 3 levels. In each level, contestants will be eliminated and others will advance to the next level. All contestants must turn on their videos and mics in order to compete. Failure to do so will eliminate you from the contest. You, as the audience, can vote on multiple contestants in both levels, level 1 and 2. However, there will be a limit on the number of contestants you may vote for per level. In the first 2 levels, the audience will decide who will advance to the next level. We will give you 2 minutes to vote using a poll link that will be pasted in the chat. In the final level, level 3, the BC Talks will decide on the top 3 winners. So what are these contestants competing for? The top 3 winners will each receive Amazon Cash provided by our student life. First place will receive $100 in Amazon Cash, second place $75 in Amazon Cash, and third place $50 in Amazon Cash. All contestants will receive participation certificates. To help you decide on the contestants that will advance to the next level, you may use the event program file attached in the chat or a piece of paper to keep track of the contestants' names and numbers. So let's introduce all of the contestants. First off, we have contestant number 101, which is Lawrence. Contestant 102 is Vania. Contestant 103 is Louise. Contestant 104 is Joanna. 106 is Valeria, who is both fluent in English and Spanish. Contestant 107 is Matthew. Contestant 108 is Dorian, who likes to free dive in caves. That sounds fun. Contestant 109 is Veronica. Contestant 110 is Iris. Contestant 111 is Camilla. Contestant 112 is Liani, who loves to compete in Model UN conferences. Contestant 113 is Maximilian, who can turn their legs backwards. That's an interesting one. Contestant 115 is Dia. Contestant 116 is Chloe. Contestant 117 is Luis. Contestant 118 is Mario, a different Mario than myself. Contestant 119 is Janae, who knits in their free time. Contestant 120 is Jordan, who recently got baptized. Contestant 121 is David. Contestant 122 is Elijah. Contestant 123 is Caden. And contestant 124 is Boo Song. Moved to South Florida when he was 10 months old. All right, for level 1, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Audience, for level 1, you may vote for up to 10 contestants in the level. So please note your favorites. In level 1, each contestant will be shown a different picture. From the picture, each contestant must draw a moral, a lesson, or an idea from it and present an impromptu speech about the moral of the image. You may speak for up to 1 minute. You will have 15 seconds to prepare. I will state your time to prepare begins now. The timekeeper will notify you when to begin by stating you may begin. The timekeeper will buzz you when your minute is up, and after 5 seconds, your mic will be muted and camera turned off. Now, it's time to begin. Are you ready? Let's start with the first contestant. Contestant number 101, Lawrence.
Got it. Is it good?
Yes.
All right.
Your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
We sit on the train every day. Some people use it to go home. Some use it to meet other people. But we also lack some things when we're on the train. For example, we may not talk to people because we're on our phone. Because technology has consumed us to a degree where we do not want to interact with other people because we're so enveloped, addicted. And I feel like if we separate and moderate our control of our lives on technology, we could expand our physical, social, and mental health and lives. Because when we are enveloped in technology, we tend not to look outside the window to our left or to our right. We tend to look down and look at the superficial things in life. So I deplore you. Look up, look to your left, look to your right, see the view, see the people, and talk to them. Talk to the people around you and learn and see more and lose the addiction of your phone. Thank you.
Okay, great job there. Contestant 102, Vania, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
So I would like to highlight the importance of looking beyond social media and what they present to us on the screens. Clearly here we see probably a politician, social media influencer, standing behind fake trees. Really, social media is just a platform where we see false ideas and false images that really don't reflect what's going on in the world. It's important to look beyond and look at real world problems. We can't just be scrolling around social media, focusing on the superficiality of the world. We have to look beyond the problems, environmental problems, political problems, and humanitarian problems. We have to start searching new solutions and stop being so consumed into our cellular devices and social media apps. So, thank you.
All right, great job. Contestant 103, Luis, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
Sorry, is my time up?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. In this picture, we see people together camping, presumably, roasting marshmallows. That to me signifies a return to youth, a return to innocence, a time that we can reflect on the people around us and believe that everyone is equal, a time of introspection, but also acceptance that we don't expect everybody to be the same. We don't expect them to fit in these perfect little squares that we like to put people in as we grow up and we enter the society that kind of forces these rules on various different people. But in reality, we have so many different people, all with different skills, different strengths, different abilities, and we should all be able to coexist, to cohabitate, and live in peace with each other. And this return to innocence is what symbolizes it for me. The roasting marshmallows by the campfire with all your friends, no matter what they look like or who they are, it is something that is true and something that is meaningful, is something that I love and hopefully can experience more in the future. Thank you.
Excellent. Good job. Good job. Now for contestant 106, Valeria, are you ready?
Broward is 11B. Thank you.
Perfect. Your time to prepare begins now.
Look around. Look around the space. Look at the riches that surround you. Do you ever wonder what the price of that is? Look up to your parents. Wonder how much they've done for you. Look up at your ancestors. Truly ask yourself, everything that I have nowadays, what do I owe it to? We owe it to our heroes from the past. We owe it to our grandparents, to our parents. Some of us are immigrants. I would never be here if it weren't for my parents' brave decision. I wouldn't be wearing these same clothes if my mom hadn't, at some point, decided she would prioritize me over her own well-being. I look around and I feel grateful. You look around, you should feel grateful. In this beautiful country, which provides for its citizens, in this country in which we have freedom of speech, in which we are free to decide what to wear, who to protect, I believe there is value in being thankful for those who have taken care of us. So take a second of your day and be grateful. Thank you.
Okay, great job. Contestant 107, Matthew, are you ready?
All right.
Perfect. Matthew, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
Okay. So what I see here are 3 dots saying that someone could be texting, someone who's not texting, but the person on top of the message, they're just looking at their phones, waiting. They don't know how long it's gonna take. They're probably gonna be there all day. I see that this generation look at their phones to only text their friends, their loved ones. We are so glued on our phones that we don't get to see that we can just go out and go to our friends, our families. We don't need a phone to communicate. There are other ways to communicate, ways that are not depressing. I think that we should all just go see our families face to face. That way we can all feel embraced, cared for, and loved. Thank you.
Okay, great job, Matthew. Now, contestant 108, Dorian, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Dorian, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
Begin.
Yes.
In our day-to-day lives, we have technology consuming us. Here we see a kid in a bird's cage, which is a classic symbol for being isolated and locked in a cage. Uh, he has headphones on, which shows that he's in his own world. Phones are all consuming nowadays, but gaming even more so. It appears that he's also playing a game. I know because my brother has been addicted to games for as long as I can remember, and it's all he ever does is stays inside, play games. I try to get him to go outside and play, but things like games are just all too consuming for him. And I think it says a lot about our society when we have an entire generation of kids addicted to gaming. Thank you.
Okay, great job. Contestant number 109, Veronica, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, Veronica, your time to prepare begins now.
Veronica, please turn on your camera.
Time's up.
I could begin.
Yes, go ahead.
Imagine trying to change this world with only the hands that you can use. You have plenty of other things around you to try to change this world in the way how it is structured, but you can't. You try everything you could. You have phones, you have animals, you have electronics around you, and imagine if you're trying to this world is so cold and so messed up, and you're just sick and tired of the same things going on around you, and you only have the things that God gave you to try to change it, and you can't change the world. Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, great job, Veronica. Contestant 110, Iris, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, Iris, your time to prepare begins now.
A lot of our previous speakers brought up social media. And social media, while it can be a wonderful thing, it causes a lot of us, especially the younger generation, to experience body dysmorphia. And it is affecting more and more people. This person obviously would like to have a six-pack, but he does not. And sometimes seeing those videos and pictures of people who have unattainable standards will push them away from trying in ways that are healthy. So he is trying to put on a mask. He is ashamed of something that he should not be ashamed of. The amount that we weigh has nothing to do with our character and has nothing to do with our spirits. We shouldn't put so much weight on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, great job, Iris. Contestant 111, Camila, are you ready? Once again, contestant 111, Camila.
I don't believe she's here.
Okay, we'll move on. Contestant 112, Liani, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Perfect. All right, Liani, your time to prepare begins now.
These pictures resemble the power that comes from the media. It resembles the culture shock that technology has on our society. But this is not exactly a negative thing, where this can resemble the spark of reinvention that makes our world so great. There is no nation and there is no loyalty that technology has. Any person from anywhere in the world can reinvent a new system, they could be innovative and create a new era where the dawn is about to come, and there is no society that really is ready for constant reinvention. But that is the society that we live in. We never know what's going to come around the corner, but we know something is coming, and that something is that's coming can come from anywhere in the world, from any corner, from any person, so long as they have the resources and the motivation to create reinvention for the world. And that's not something that we can prepare, as this photo shows. People are not ready for the genius or the innovation that a person anywhere can create. This creates a a unattainable dream that somebody has without the resources or without the power to implement it. But immediately overnight something can happen, and all thanks to this constant spark of reinvention that makes our world and our country ready for the future.
Good job. Thank you.
All right, great job. All right, we have contestant 113, Maximilian. Are you ready?
I am. Thank you for asking.
All right, your time to prepare, Maximilian, begins now.
Time's up.
Now, I think, well, this picture may look like it's a wonderful field in the middle of spring and that she's enjoying herself. She's actually dying. You see, she has an allergy to pollen. And as you can see around her, there's plenty of flowers. I think what this is meant to detail is that dog running to go get her help, because clearly she's actually dying right on that hill where she lays. That book no longer is able to save her. The only thing that can is each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Maximilian. Now contestant 114, Laura, are you ready?
I don't believe Laura is here.
We'll move on. Contestant 115, Dia, are you prepared?
I believe so. You all can.
All right. Perfect. Dia, your time to prepare begins now.
All right.
Time's up.
So what I see in this picture, and I want to sort of distance myself from the other people, is the power of technology, what it can do for us, what even the villain of social media is capable of bringing if used in the right hands. What we see in this picture is a phone, but more of a Swiss Army knife. capable of doing almost anything, from a trombone to play music to a television remote to play our media to even tools to construct our buildings. What social media, in the right hands, not misused, can do is incredible. It's technology. It's the driver of the future. It's capable of changing our world, how we see it, how we interact with it. It's capable of, in our hands, a mere phone, a few inches on every side, capable of being the true multi-tool, something everyone, everywhere, all the time can use. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful job, Dia. Contestant 116, Chloe, are you ready?
Yes,
All right, Chloe, your time to prepare begins now. And please remember to turn on your camera.
of course. Is my camera on?
Time's up.
Okay. You have to be careful who you get your information from. We look at many people and see them as powerful speakers, people who speak truth, whether it's our politicians, our social media influencers, our pastors in our church, but a lot of them are false preachers. We cannot trust everyone, for they do not always have the answers that we seek. Everyone, not everyone, but some people could be pushing a narrative that is false and not true. So when we seek information, you have to know that you sometimes have to search for it yourself. You cannot always trust a pretty face. You cannot always trust a strong character, because that can also be someone who is narcissistic, who knows how to put on a good act and show you what they want you to see and not the truth. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, great job. Contestant 117, Lewis, are you ready?
I believe he's having trouble connecting. So
Okay.
let's see if he can connect before level 1 is up.
Sounds
So we'll
good.
go to Mario.
Yep, we'll move on. Contestant 118, Mario, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon. Mario, your time to prepare begins now.
All right.
Mario, turn on your camera.
All righty. So basically what it's saying here is we all have our own vices and we always overconsume and consume without even looking back into why we started them in the first place. We don't even look at how it affects us. We just consume without even thinking. Maybe we should take a step back, slow down, and look at why and how it is affecting us in our daily life. That's all.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome. And have a great day.
All right, good job, Mario. Contestant 119, Janae, are you ready? All right, Janae, perfect. Your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
What I see in this photo are two people who are trying to connect with each other without having a proper means to do so. Nowadays, with technology as advanced as it is, we find it easy to connect with someone with a screen in between us instead of doing it face to face, because when you're texting somebody, you're able to give your words some thought before they come out of your mouth and out of your fingers. However, the drawback to this form
of communication is that when it comes to face-to-face communication, it becomes much harder to establish proper connections with those around us. And I think something that we all could take away from this photo here and from the world around us is putting down your phone and having a conversation with someone doesn't always lead to embarrassment. Just a, hey, how are you doing? Or, hey, how are you doing in this class? You know, it can lead to friendships and relationships that you probably wouldn't have noticed if you didn't put your phone down and decide to reach out to somebody nearby you for a face-to-face conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, great job. Now, contestant 120, Zorjane, are you ready?
Hello. Yes, I am ready.
Perfect. Zorjane, your time to prepare begins now.
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Have you ever thought of changing the way we perceive things? Can we change our actions in what we do, what we focus on? Instead of being so drawn into other things, could we actually be productive and study a book, inform ourselves instead of listening to other people? In this picture, I see a man that is well invested and so happy and delighted that he has been reading books to give himself information on various things. It can be on traveling, it can be on health, it can be on fitness. Have we ever stopped to do such thing, or do we just listen to what others say? I will encourage each and every one of us, as well as myself, to not be so tied to what people say, but to actually give ourselves a chance to read for ourselves, do things ourselves, and experience teachers' wisdom. So I think we should experience and then we share with others. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful job. We're going to move on to contestant 121, David. Are you ready?
I don't believe David is here, so you can move on.
Well, I believe I saw a contestant 117, Lewis. Are you ready? We can do you in place. All right, Lewis, your time to prepare begins now. Make sure to unmute your microphone as well.
All right. The moral portrayed in the picture is that sales can delude people into believing they're buying something that is for the same value. There are many valuable things in the world that are quote unquote replaceable, especially luxury items. And because of that, so many people just gravitate towards them just because they feel like it just portrays them to be something that they're not, like a boss or a king or something that is just above the status than what they currently are. And because of that, they have to feed into that dilemma of getting the best of the best, even if that means that it could be for the same valuable price. As far as it goes towards people just treating one another badly, as far as just thinking that they gotta feed into their ego, feed into the pride. To sum up, the moral portrayed into the picture is that a lot of people believe that they need to obtain luxury items in order to portray a status that they're not currently, currently situated at. And because of this, it forces them to face this sort of delusion and treat others, their peers among themselves poorly because of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Lewis. We're going to move on to contestant 122, Elijah, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, Elijah, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
All right. Life. It's made up of so many different components, everything from the clothes we wear to the food we eat. It's more than just one day or one long story that you'd write in a book. It's everything you experience. Like I said, from a sport you play to maybe a place you went. And even though it may look like just one silhouette of a figure, as in this picture shown, it's every person is much deeper than that. It's more than just one person with a blank slate. They have so much to them. There's so much that make them who they are, all the good things and all the bad things as well. There's some hard things we experience in our life that really make us who we are. And so embracing not only the good things, but also the bad things with them, make us who we are today and build us up into the people we were made to be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, great job. We're gonna move on to contestant 123. Caden, are you ready?
Oh, Mario, I was born ready.
All right, I like to hear that. Caden, your time to prepare begins now.
All right, awesome.
Time's up.
All right, so automatically just diving into this photo, we can already dissect the fact that texting while driving is obviously very dangerous. It is no bueno for any of my Latinos in the crowd. It's not a good thing for you to be texting while driving. And obviously this image is trying to represent that. And it does it effectively by also having death in a more of a relaxed state, because it just shows that even though when we're texting while driving, because we've all done it at some point, we don't realize the significance of it, but it's huge because in reality, we're putting our lives on the line. The second point I can take from this image here is essentially that we text while driving so nonchalantly because we become so used to it at this point because phones are so big in our lives. So obviously this image is supposed to represent the dangers of texting while driving, and also to show the contrast of how nonchalant we are about it, even though it's a serious issue and we're putting our lives at risk. So I think this image is very deep once you look at it. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful job. And we're going to move on to the last contestant of level 1, contestant 124. Boo, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, Boo, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I believe that a picture is worth 10,000, 100,000, and an even greater story and meaning. Now, as an audience, when we look at this picture, what do we see? I believe we see a man holding a video camera, recording him donating money to homeless people as an act of kindness. But I believe that there is a greater meaning behind this picture right here and a greater lesson to be learned. Too many times in social media that we see people act in a certain way so that can be seen as a certain type of person, that type of person that they represent on social media is not who they are in reality, that they create a fabrication of what they are to represent an ideal person that social media so desires. We see this countless of times when people do certain acts just to get it on camera and do not actually do these acts when the camera is turned off. So the lesson we can learn from this is that we as social media continue to uphold these values of putting these people at such a pedestal, but fail to realize that these people are only doing it for the fame, the glory, and the position they get in social media. Thank you.
Wonderful job, Boo. That continues and clears up level 1 for us. And now that we have cleared level 1,
Hang on a
Yes.
second, Mario. There's someone in the chat that says Johan that's been here. He says he didn't get called.
Johan, let me check.
104.
Joanna, okay, I think originally we skipped. Well, go ahead, contestant 104, Joanna, your time, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Perfect, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
What I get from this picture is a lot of the times we don't see what power we possess and we don't know the effectivity of the power that's inside of us. Oftentimes we'll be walking in society and we'll think we have no value. We think we have no power or nothing to contribute to society. But the truth is, if you take time to really look in the mirror and look at yourself and reflect and take time to look at the beauty of your inner self, you'll see that you have way much more to offer than those who are promoting themselves and those who are lifting themselves up. Take time to look at who you are. Who is it that God says that you are? Who is it that you know that you are within yourself? Don't take time to look at what everybody else has to offer, but what do you have to offer to change the world? Because you have great glory inside of you to carry, and you're more powerful than you think. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, great job. Now we've actually cleared level 1. And now that we have cleared level 1, you, the audience, may vote for up to 10 contestants. Please use the link in the poll provided in the chat. You will not need to register your email to complete the poll. You will have 2 minutes to complete voting. As you are voting, I will introduce our first performer. Our first performer is India, who is a pianist and a clarinetist. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that was my best shot. India will be performing for us today. What a wonderful performance. That was beautiful. Everybody, please give a hand to Andia for that beautiful performance. All right. With that performance being done, that means voting has been closed. And now it is time to see who will advance to level 2. All right. I think the list is coming in. The top 10 contestants are, just give us 1 second while we get that prepared. Top 10 contestants are Boo at number 1, contestant 124, contestant 104, Joanna, contestant 110, Iris, contestant 115, Dia, contestant 102, Vania, I apologize. Contestant 123, Caden, contestant 103, Louise, contestant 112, Liani, contestant 101, Lawrence, contestant 106, Valeria. And I am counting as well. Contestant 119, Janae. And contestant 116, Chloe.
Hold on, let me refresh. Let me see if there's a distinction. Hold on, let me
Okay,
refresh.
we'll refresh to see if the new votes are coming in.
Okay.
It looks like it has. We'll go through them again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
All right.
So there's a tie between Valeria, Lainey, and Lawrence. So we'll just allow them to go through. So we'll move 13 along.
We'll have 13 contestants move along real quick. Those are Joanna, Boo, Iris, Dia, Vania, Janae, Caden, Louise, Chloe, Valeria, Liani, and Lawrence. Congratulations to all the contestants moving on to level 2. All right, audience. For level 2, you may vote for up to 5 contestants in the level. So please note your favorites or keep them in mind for this round. In level 2, each contestant will receive a different story prompt. Based on the story prompt, each contestant must continue the story from where the prompt left off and complete the story. I will read the story prompt, and you must continue where I left off. You should not repeat the story prompt. You may speak for up to 1 to 2 minutes, and you will have 15 seconds to prepare. Now, it is time to begin. Perfect. The first contestant we have, I'm trying to pull it up here, my apologies. Professor, is there any way to? Joanna, perfect. All right, contestant Joanna, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. All right, Joanna. It is 2 a.m. I wake up from sleeping to discover that I am a character in my favorite movie. I am playing the role of. Your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
I wake up from sleeping to discover that I am a character in my favorite movie. I am playing the role of Jack from Titanic. I woke up this morning for what seemed to have been the best day of my life. I'm excited, and I have the opportunity to go on a cruise that can change my life. But little do I know that this cruise that I believe would change my life would actually be the end of my life. But then I wonder, I was given an opportunity to look ahead of time, and I see that by me going on this cruise, my life will end. So do I choose life or the experience of a lifetime? Throughout this cruise, I was able to meet the love of my life. I was able to change the hearts and the perspectives of many people. So I decided to take that jump and get on the cruise, because what is life without truly experiencing something that can change your life and others' lives as well? The end.
Thank you.
Job, Joanna. Good job. We're going to move on to our next contestant, Professor.
Give me a second.
No
Give me
problem.
a second.
And I would like to remind our contestants for this level, I will read the prompt. You do not need to read the prompt back. You can just get straight into it so it doesn't eat up any of your time. I will read the prompt. I'll give you your time to prepare, and then you may continue your prompt, whatever you are coming up with.
All right. So the second contestant was, hold on, it's loading.
No problem.
Oh, it was Boo.
Okay, Boo, contestant Boo. All right, Boo, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Perfect. I will go ahead and read the prompt as soon as it loads for you. And then once the time is up, you may continue.
All right, perfect.
45 minutes ago, my cover was blown. I'd been undercover as a blank. All right, Boo, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
As a American spy in Nazi Germany. Now, imagine this, World War II. I am in Nazi Germany, and I have been an undercover agent for the United States of America. Now, I'm on a mission to discover their new nuclear weapon. I am there tasked with discovering the nuclear weapon and sending it back to the United States. But on my way to the laboratory, I was caught by a mysterious man, a man named Agent Tiago Machado. That Agent Tiago Machado was at the top of Nazi Germany, and he had began to catch my cover. I had talked to him and told him that I am one of the scientists for the experiment, but he began to catch me. In an act of desperation, I had to quickly knock Tiago Machado out and run with the plans in my hands. I jumped into my submarine and I escaped the military and artillery fire as I began to brace for my life. Thankfully, I escaped, and I, with the documents of the nuclear weapon, escaped back to the United States. And using these documents, we had created our own very own nuclear weapon. And as a result, we won the war. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Boo. Great job. We're going to go ahead and move on to our third contestant as Professor Bernice gets it prepared for us.
102, Vania.
All right, contestant 102, Vania, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. I will read you the prompt and then you can continue. I could hear the shower water running when I came in the front door. That's strange, I said. All right, Vania, your time to prepare begins now.
I live alone. So I went towards the bathroom to hear a strange sound. It was someone singing. And really, it was a song that I had recognized from a childhood memory, but I couldn't really pinpoint what it was. So as I grab the door and get a little closer to listen, I hear the song of a lullaby that I had listened to when I was 4 years old. So I waited and decided to make myself some cereal. So while I was making the cereal, I took out the milk and then I realized that the fridge was not mine. And then I realized I was not at the right house. So I kindly exited and left the house. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mania. That was a great job. All right, we're going to move on to our next contestant, Professor Bernice. Who would that be?
That would be Iris.
All right, Iris, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Perfect, Iris. I will go ahead and read you the prompt. All right. It's Tuesday. I get a certified letter from an attorney from a foreign country. I am the heir to the throne of. All right, Iris, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
England, I say. I've never been out of the United States. So I'm looking at this letter and I'm like, how? So I go and I decide to write them a letter back, as I'm assuming this must be some sort of scam. They send back plane tickets. And so I get on the plane and I decide to see what all the hullabaloo is about. While I'm on this plane, it's wonderful. They've flown me first class. And I just sit and think, how am I going to rule a country when I can barely make my bed in the morning? So I get there, and there are many guards, and they come and they take me to the castle. And they tell me to sit. And I'm like, sit on the throne already? There's not been an inauguration. And suddenly I wake up. I'm in a cold sweat. It was all a dream. I was never going to be the Queen of England. And that makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was all a dream. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next contestant. Who would that be, Professor?
That would be Dia.
All right, Dia, are you ready?
I sure hope so.
All right, Dia, I will go ahead and read you the prompt. I'm running 30 minutes late to my appointment. I'm stuck in an elevator, and suddenly the elevator's door open, and I find. All right, Dia, your time to prepare is ready.
Oh, ready to begin?
Please.
All right. And I find, well, yet another elevator. That's weird. Should be only one, but I'm an affable kind of person. I know these sorts of things change, so I take the big step into the other elevator. I push in the button, and they're a little bit odd. I think the buttons are in like Spanish or something. All the numbers are like these weird squiggly lines. So I just press a bunch of them. And eventually, after a little while, the elevator rises and then it goes a bit sideways. That's normal. They make those things nowadays. And then the doors open. And wouldn't you know it, there's another elevator. So I step into that elevator and I keep on going. I think these ones are in like German or something. So I press a few numbers. And eventually the elevator starts going down, then this way, a bit this way. And then they open. And wouldn't you know it, it's my appointment. Now I step in there and I say, I'm here for my appointment. And they say, what do you mean? It's 1948. And I say, well, that sucks. And I get back on the elevator and go back home. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Dia. That does suck indeed. I would agree. All right. The next contestant is contestant 116, Chloe. Chloe, are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to go ahead and read you your prompt and then you may prepare. In my math Zoom class, I thought my camera was off when my mother came in yelling. She screamed. All right, Chloe, your time to prepare begins now.
So,
Chloe, we just won the lottery. And I just looked at her because I got to figure out what I'm going to spend this money on. I have a whole list in Fashion Nova that I want to buy. I got to go to Louis Vuitton because they have a couple of shoes that I want to buy as well. Wait, I also owe a couple people money, so I definitely can't let them know that I want some money either. I am stressed, but this is actually a good thing. My whole life is about to change. What a amazing, amazing, amazing thing. Mom, what? Oh my God, I am just flabbergasted. We have to do so much. Wait, you're pranking me. Are you serious? I'm in the middle of a Zoom right now. You cannot be joking. This is embarrassing. Actually, you know what, guys? Let me just stop this because I'm done. Thank you.
thank you.
Great job, Chloe. Great job. I like it. All right. Well, we're going to move on to contestant 119. Janae, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Janae, I'll go ahead and read you your prompt. At the mall, I walk by a mannequin that looks just like me. Something odd is happening. All right, Janae, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
I don't remember submitting any photos for any modeling or going to any casting auditions to be part of an ad. It's strange that this mannequin has such an extreme likeness, almost as if they managed to capture me from every angle. I go inside the store in order to see maybe why this mannequin looks so much like me. And in the back, folding clothes, I see somebody I haven't seen in a long time. This person used to stalk me back in high school. We really got along because we never really spoke. He was just always where I was, always watching me. And it creeped me out back then. But once I left for, I thought I wouldn't see him again. Now that I see this mannequin, it all kind of clicks into place as to why the past few months I've been feeling like I've been watched constantly. I thought I was hearing things when I heard camera shutters clicking when I thought I was alone, but now it's clear that I really never was. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
Great job. Great job. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next contestant, contestant 123. Caden, are you ready?
Yeah, Mario.
All right, Caden, I'd like to hear that. I'll go ahead and read you your prompt.
Already. We'll sign.
I opened a handbag I found in an empty alleyway. I spilled the contents onto the seat of my car. I couldn't believe it. I picked up blank. All right, Caden. I picked up, and that's where it leaves off.
I gotcha. I was just gonna lay it off for you. I picked
right.
up a pot of gold. Believe it or not, out of this tiny bag, a pot of gold poured out. With all that gold, I figured, well, now I can pay off my college debt, I can pursue my education, and I can live out the rest of my life. I said that until, well, the Lucky Charms mascot, Lucky, came around the corner demanding his pot of gold. He literally screamed at me, "I need my pot of gold. You have my Lucky Charms." So, well, I got in my car, I turned on the keys, and I floored it down the street. It went to the point where the cops kind of had to chase me because I'm going 90 miles down Griffin Road. And, well, it got to the point where it got national coverage. Joe Biden himself was there. And after when I explained myself to the cops when I was busted, what actually went down, they understood. Because, well, Lucky isn't so lucky. In reality, Lucky Charms is not a good guy. He's actually a top 10 FBI most wanted, and I actually stole his stolen goods. So Because of that, Joe Biden himself recruited me to go hunt down this lucky leprechaun. And I went on my way. I got my pot of gold and I said, today's a lucky day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Good zinger at the end. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to contestant 101. Lawrence, are you ready?
Yes, Sam.
All right, Lawrence, I'll go ahead and read you your prompt. When the detectives inspected my apartment, they never expected to find blank. All right, Lawrence, your time to prepare begins now.
Sudden banging on the door. I'm paranoid. What's that? What's the noise? It's getting louder and louder. I'm sighing. I'm creeping in the corner. I want to grab something to defend myself. But I open the door. I slow down. I breathe in. It's just the detectives. But they're asking me things. They asked if I knew anyone. I knew this person. I say no, but like they insisted, they knew that something was up. They said they had a warrant. They busted me in. They busted the door in. And they went to the bathroom and they found 2 kilograms of cocaine. I was like, no, that's not me. That's not me at all. As I said, like, no. Tell it to the judge. They brought me away and I was in the courthouse. I didn't know I was framed. But I saw the guy in the corner laughing away, laughing at my trivial, at my bottom, at my lowest point in my life. I suddenly sprung out. I tried to swing, but that was not the best thing to do during the court case. So I ran for it with the whole coverage of the whole town on me. I tried to make it for the border. But what I knew is he was there. He wanted to frame me for something I did way back, something I did back in the Gulf War. I did not expect him to have that much spite. Even though I tried to help him, I left him behind. He did not take that lightly. So, was this my fate? Was this how I was supposed to end up? So I sat down and I waited. I waited for my time to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, great job. Now it does seem like some more votes came in and the results shifted a little bit from what we last told you. Contestant 103, Luis, you are the next contestant. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, Luis, I will go ahead and read you your prompt.
Thank you.
I find an old photo of my grandma. I never expected to discover that she was. All right, your time to prepare begins now.
Thank you. My grandmother, my own grandmother, she was a theater actress. She spent all of her 20s and most of her 30s as a actress on stage, Beijing opera, if you ever heard of it. How did I not know such a thing? And I found all her old hidden costumes. They were beautiful, exquisite. Oh my, I didn't know that she had such talents. She would never talk to us about it. And why was that? This is definitely something to be proud of. Why wouldn't she tell us, all her grandchildren, all her children, about what she did when she was young, her career, her life? And then I remembered. My grandmother had a limp. She couldn't walk properly. And after I asked her in some hesitant moments, she told me that she fell off stage on the most important performance of her life. She fell off the stage because someone in her troupe decided to sabotage her because they wanted to be the star that she was, the star that to me she still am. I couldn't believe that this is what happened to her, and this is the reasoning why she left the theater, why she left the big stage that she loved more than anything in the world. How could they do this to her? How could they? I can't believe it. But alas, grandmother said she was happy. She has her kids and she has us, her grandchildren. And most importantly, she had the life that she wanted with grandpa. So I helped her pack up her old pictures and her old costumes. I helped her pack away the dream that she held when she was young, the dream that she was able to achieve and lost. It's something that I don't know if she can get back, but to me, she will always be the star. She will always be my most beautiful grandmama. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, wonderful job. We're going to go ahead and move on to our last contestant of level 2. That is contestant 106, Valeria. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Perfect. All right, I'll go ahead and read you your prompt. After a long night at the library, I find a note in a book with an address that says, "Please help me." I decided to go to the address and, okay, Valeria, your time to prepare begins now.
I find a bright red door. It's intriguing, yet a bit intimidating. So I wait for a second and then I walk in. What I find is dumbfounding. I see a devil, I see an angel, and I see 2 doors. And they both say to me at the same time, "Welcome." At that point, I am beyond confused because I am an atheist. And so they tell me, "Well, yeah, it's okay. You're still here. You can make your choice. It's whatever." So, in a way, I feel lucky that I was always on the more neutral side. So, And they ask me again, "Where do you want to go?" And then I start to think, and if I can remember back to 2016 when I watched those YouTube videos with the riddles, I began to recall it's sort of a trap. So I asked them, where do you want to go? And they seem very confused. I suppose they never expected for someone to be so cynical about such a decision, right? The devil says they would just like to go to the Bahamas. The angel says they would love to just go see their kids. At that point, I realized it's most likely a prank. So I cartwheel my way out and I find myself waking up from a coma. None of this is real. I am not who I thought I was because I thought my name was Carmen. I wake up from this coma and I realize I'm a completely different person with completely different experiences. And as I feel my world crashing down, I realize perhaps it ain't that deep. Thank you.
Thank you, Val.
All right, thank you for that, Valeria. That completes level 2. Congratulations to all the participants. Thank you for everything you've done. Now, I'll remind the audience that you may vote for up to 5 contestants only. Please use the link to the Google poll provided in the chat. You will have 2 minutes to complete voting. As you are voting, I'm going to introduce our second performer of the day. Our second performer is Jenny, who can play the sitar. She's been an Indian classical dancer for 12 years. She can speak 4 languages. It's quite impressive, a lot more than I can do. So Jenny is going to go ahead and perform for us while the audience gets her votes. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Jenny.
Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoy my song.
साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्क की स्याहिया रंग जा सारी मैं तुझ पे मैं शर 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 जाऊं यारी ओ पिया बस्तरी में ओ चूल्हे तो करीब साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्क की स्याहिया रेत सी बूंद का जरिया तू पा के तुझे भीग जाऊं मैं रेत सी बूंद का जरिया तू पा के तुझे भीग जाऊं तर जाऊं तर जाऊं तरियाए तर जाऊं इश्क ये बाकी में तेरा निखर जाऊं पिया बस तेरी ओ चूल्हे तो करी मैं साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्क की स्याहिया साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्क की स्याहिया साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्क की स्याहिया Thank you.
Les Mills is up before the alarm. All right, everyone, please give a hand to Jenny for that beautiful performance and sharing her beautiful voice with all of us. That means voting is closed for this level 2. Now, it is time to see who's going to advance to level 3. Professor Bernice will help me get that list ready for the top 5 contestants, who are... All right, it looks like we have Johanna at number 1, Boo at number 2, Chloe at number 3, Caden at number 4, and Iris at number 5. Congratulations to the top 5 contestants. You all have made it to level 3, and to everybody else, thank you so much for participating. All right. Now that we know who our top 5 contestants are, we're going to go ahead and move on to level 3. Speak your mind on media. Audience, keep in mind for level 3, the BC Talks Committee will select the top 3 winners. So thank you so much for your help voting, but Your portion of the votes is complete. In level 3, each contestant will respond to a media topic. Each contestant will have a choice from 2 topics. Each contestant will provide their perspective on the topic by answering to the topic questions. Again, I will give you your 2 topic questions, and you must pick one of them to respond to. You may speak for 1 or 2 minutes, and you're going to have 15 seconds to prepare this round. Now it is time to begin. Are you ready? We're going to begin with contestant number 1 in the voting, which was Joanna. Are you ready, Joanna?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, perfect. We will get that ready so we can get you your 2 topics and we will begin.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. The first prompt, Joanna, is social media impacts on employment. Should employers consider the candidate's social media activities before hiring? Explain. And then your second prompt, remember, you can pick whichever one you want, is about stereotypes in reality television. What are the dangers of stereotypes being reinforced in reality television? Explain. All right, Joanna, your time to prepare begins now.
Which one would you like, 1 or 2?
I would like 2.
Okay.
Okay, time is up.
I believe the dangers of stereotypes that are being reinforced in reality television is one thing we forget to understand is that he who controls the media controls the mind. Something that I've seen often is that a lot of people tend to judge where they are in life based on the stereotypes that are put on social media, on technology, on the news. And something that I've come to understand, which I'm thankful for as my parents, is they help us to understand that you are not defined by societal standards, but you are defined by the things that you place within your mind, by the things that you feed into your soul, that you feed into your spirit. The dangers of stereotypes are they put us in an unhealthy perspective, in an unhealthy place with reality. So I believe that the dangers with stereotypes is it allows people to see themselves in an unrealistic way, and it pushes people to live to limit where they're living now. So I believe that we should all look at where we are, be thankful and have grace for ourselves. Where you are is okay. Where you are in life is fine. Just make sure that you push so you can get to where you need to be in life. And don't look at other people because they'll show you the beauty. They'll show you everything nice, but they won't show you when they fall. So when you fall, have grace for yourself because everybody that's successful in life has fallen at one point, but it's about, will you get up? Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Joanna. Thank you. That's a really great message as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to Boo, who is contestant number 2. Boo, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Can you see me?
I can see you. All right, Boo, I'm going to give you your 2 topics. I'll ask you which one you're going to pick, and then you will be able to prepare.
Perfect.
All right, your first topic is social media addiction. Why do you think social media is addictive? Explain. And then your second topic, as we load that up, is about government regulation. Should the government regulate internet usage? Explain. Boo, which topic would you like to select?
I would like to do government regulation, please.
Perfect. All right, Boo, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
All right. Social media, a platform that has been around for 20 years or more. It has shaped our society into what it is today. And as society continues to grow, social media will only continue to grow and grow and grow. That is similar to the internet. The internet will continue to grow as society continues to grow. Now, the question is, should the government regulate internet usage? And my answer is in the middle. Let me explain. I believe that internet usage should be free, that people should be able to use the internet to whatever they desire and however much they desire, but I do have some concerns. The concern is addiction. Many times in society, we see that young children who are easily influenced by the internet, by society, will tend to get addicted to certain things, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol or alcohol. But the most dangerous addiction in society that we face is the internet usage. That is why I believe that while social media and the internet should be able to be used freely, that certain limitations should be added. And this example can be best compared to the nation of China. China is considered to be one of the biggest global powers, as well as South Korea. South Korea, a nation that is the pinnacle of technology and the internet, has regulations on internet usage. And we see the regulation on internet usage cause an increase in academics and job creation. Now, back to my conclusion. I believe that the government should have a certain type of regulation on internet usage, but should allow people to use the internet to whatever they desire and however they choose to use it. But there should be a recommendation, not a regulation, but a recommendation on the internet usage. And that should be something that is enforced and taught in school. But a regulation that limits the person's internet usage should not be implemented. Thank you.
Thank you, Boo. Great job. We're going to move on to our third contestant of our top 5. Unfortunately, my memory does fail me, so I will ask for Professor Bernice's help in reminding me who was contestant number 3.
All right, that was Chloe at 116.
Perfect.
but-
Contestant. Oh, go ahead.
But I think I'm reading her message. She's having camera issues. So let's see if we can have that her work on that. So we're gonna move on to 123, which is Kaden.
All right, contestant 123, Kaden, are you ready? Perfect, Kaden. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read you your 2 topics, and you may pick one of them and continue.
All right.
All right, topic number 5, we're talking about media identity. Do we portray our most authentic or fabricated selves online? Explain. That's topic number 5. As for topic number 6, talk about reality TV impact on intelligence. Do you believe reality television reduces the human IQ or intelligence? Explain. Now, Kaden, which one of the 2 topics will you select?
I'm going to go with the first one.
All right, that would be topic number 5, media identity. Your time to prepare begins now, Kaden.
Time's up.
All right. So obviously, when it comes to online, we think of big tech, we think of Instagram, we think of Facebook, we think of Twitter, we think of Snapchat, we think of all these big names. And, you know, we all have an account. Most of us do at least have an account with one of these social media platforms. To sit here and say that everyone fabricates themselves online, I would be lying. But to sit here and say that a large amount of people online don't fabricate their personas, I wouldn't be telling the truth. The reality is of online is that many people fabricate what they look like, where they are, and what their status is. Because the reality is that online isn't in reality. People deceive. It's more of a smoke and mirrors type of image compared to real life and face-to-face interactions. This is the dangers with online, and these are some of the problems with online, is that online does have a big smoke and mirrors effect to it, where we see people post edited photos of themselves, and this encourages negative stereotypes that ends up damaging people's self-images with themselves, such as young women and even young men. It affects everybody. And this fabrication and these smoke and mirrors online is a big issue with our society today, and it's something that we should strive to work on. It's why many people argue with government censorship, but that's a whole other topic, obviously. But again, people are definitely putting a fabrication of themselves online, and they do that to boost their own ego without realizing the harm they're causing in the long run. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kaden, great job. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next contestant, and just to check in, Chloe, are you ready? Are you fixed your camera issues, or should we move on?
Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
Chloe. Hi, you fixed
Oh,
your camera issues?
yes, I'm gonna try. No, it's not working on my computer, so I'm gonna try and log in on another device.
All
Okay,
right,
while you,
I have
we
to
can
log
move
in on
on
another
to, I
device.
believe, 110, Iris.
yeah, while you do that, we'll move on to contestant 110, Iris. Are you ready, Iris?
I sure am.
Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and read you your two topics, and you may select one of them. All right, topic number 7 is the power of Google. Is Google the death of libraries? Explain. And topic number 8 is the peer pressure of social media. Does peer pressure fuel the growth of social media networks? Explain. Now, Iris, which topic would you want to select?
I would like to select number 2.
All right, that is the peer pressure of social media. Your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up.
I believe that peer pressure does fuel the growth of social media networks. And the reason I believe this is because I have been a victim of this. I don't personally enjoy posting on social media, but I have been told, hey, you should get TikTok, or you should get a Twitter, or you should get all of these other social media platforms. And I have fallen for it, and I have ended up getting those social media platforms. And while it is a great way to stay connected and to engage with your peers, I believe that the growth of social media has created the downfall of interpersonal communication in person. So I believe that media networks are wonderful, but they have slowed the rate of people meeting people in person. And I believe that an in-person connection is worth so much. To see someone's face when they speak to you, to hear their words coming straight from their mouth is so much more meaningful than just sending a text or just communicating that way. And it seems a lot of my relationships nowadays take place mostly on the internet. So yes, I do believe that peer pressure fuels the growth of social media networks. Thank you.
Wonderful job, Iris. Wonderful job. All right. Hopefully, contestant Chloe has gotten her issues with her camera fixed. Chloe?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. May you turn your camera on, please? Perfect. Hello, Chloe. All right. Are you ready?
I can't see myself, but I should be good.
You look good. We'll tell you that.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Are you ready, Chloe?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and read you your topics. Topic number 9 is the impacts of AI. What are the impacts of artificial intelligence on social media? Explain. And then your next topic, remember, you may pick whichever one of these two.
Okay.
Your next topic is media binge watching. Is binge watching TV a good or bad habit? Explain. All right, Chloe, which of the two topics will you want to select?
I will choose the topic about social media and AI.
Okay, that is topic number 9, impacts of AI. Chloe, your time to prepare begins now.
Time's up, Chloe.
Okay. As a lot of people are aware now, there has been a lot of advancements in technology as of lately. A new program that has came out recently is Chat GPT, and a very newer program is Chat GPT 4. Basically, this program is a form of artificial intelligence where you insert a question that you have regarding anything. It could be about, for example, how to start a business, about lashes, or how to scale your Instagram followers, and or how to work your social media algorithm. And you can use this as a way to basically scour all throughout the internet, and it shows you prompts, and it gives you a list of every single step that you can use to scale your social media in a way that benefits you the most. I feel like this advancement of technology is very beneficial to us because it basically cuts out the middleman. It will help us to advance, it'll help us to advance the way we do a lot of things, because you don't have to go out and search through a million different search engines to find the information that you need. It basically pulls up everything for you right there, right then and there. So I feel like it's very beneficial and it's a good thing. A lot of people are scared of it, but it'll be something that helps us out in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. We're glad that you were able to fix your issues and participate. That concludes level 3 of today's competition. Thank you everyone for competing today. You guys are absolutely phenomenal speakers and you would make your professors very proud. Now, the BC Talks committee members will select the top 3 contestants. As the committee is selecting the top 3 winners, I'm going to introduce our final performances. We have 2 performances. First one is going to be Crystal Fuller. She's a poet and she's going to perform a small poem for us called A Struggling Flower by herself, Crystal Fuller. So everybody, please give a warm welcome to Crystal.
I don't see Crystal.
Seems like Crystal is unavailable. Well, that is a good thing of having 2 performers. We can go ahead. Oh, Crystal, are you there? Seems like you're muted, Crystal. We can see your video. We can't hear you at the moment.
Okay, hello.
Oh, hello, Crystal. Perfect. We are ready for you. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Crystal.
Okay, so the name of my poem is A Struggling Flower, and it is written by me. You start off as a seed, watering the soil, fertilizing it for growth. Left all alone in a dark space, smuggled, trapped like clothes in a suitcase, looking for the opportunity to sprout. Wanting to sprout, to make it to the top, buried so deep, hard to push out, blocked by rocks. Just to see that sunshine for the first time, restrained so tight, feels like you're dying. Knowing that the fresh air will be less to bear. If only I can move this rock, I will bloom so beautifully, and my growth will be nonstop. Smuggled, trapped, trying to make it to the top, buried so deep, hard to push out, trying to navigate through obstacles, you found yourself blocked. Just to see that sunshine for the first time, knowing that the fresh air will help you climb. Only if I can move this rock, I will bloom so beautifully, and my growth will be nonstop. A shift in the atmosphere will make a path that's clear, so I can smell the rain and trust that the sun is near. The rivalry will be out my way, but until I continue to pray, head bowed, knees kneel, you still find yourself entangled in weeds, fighting to bud from being a small seed. Trapped, buried, without a trace. Enemies full of despise, you see the hate in their eyes, hiding the envy with smiles on their face. When will I sprout? I'm trying my best to find a way out, striving to continue in the fight to find the best route. Preserving through the mud, striving to remove the restraints so that I can bud. waiting for the shift in the atmosphere so I can grow. Where did my sunlight go? Remove these blocks so my light can glow. Just to see the sun shine, my light will illuminate again, and the darkness will disappear, and I won't be stuck no more from my sins. I will be that strong stalk with no weeds, full of stems with no more sorrow, but a beautiful flower standing strong, radiating in love, peace, and power.
All right, great job, Crystal. Everybody, please give a warm hand to Crystal for that beautiful poem. All right, we're going to move on to our second, not contestant, our second performer, right before we announce the winners. Performer is going to be Carla, who is a singer and songwriter who moved to the US from Chile and also happens to be my classmate. So everybody, please welcome Carla with a warm hand. She's going to be performing for us.
Hello. I will perform Diamonds by Rihanna. I don't know if you can hear me. And there you go. Shine bright.
You're muted, Carla. Uh-oh.
We cannot hear you.
Oh,
We couldn't hear you,
can you hear
Carla.
me?
Now we can, but we couldn't hear you before.
You were muted.
Can you
now
hear
you're-
me?
Yes, we can hear you. You may start over.
Okay, I will start again. Sorry, I wasn't able to hear you. Okay. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in a beautiful sea. I can still be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of an ecstasy. Behind me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I need to come. Wanna ride away. Oh, ride away. And first I saw the energy of the race. I saw the light inside the shine bright. To the night, you and I. We're beautiful like diamonds into the sky. I do so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds into the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Whoa. We're beautiful like diamonds into the sky. Oh. Whoa. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Moonshine in the universe as we moonshine Emily. You're the one who never died. We're like diamonds in the sky. You shooting star, I see. A vision of an ecstasy. I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I saw the energy of the rays. I saw the light inside the shine. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds into the sky. To so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds into the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Whoa. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright. Tonight, you and I, like diamonds in the sky. I do. So alone. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Oh. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Thank you.
All right, great job, Carla. Everybody, please. That was a beautiful performance. No wonder she wants to be a musician with that voice. Who wouldn't want to be a musician? That was great. Thank you so much, Carla. All right, everybody. We have the winners. We will begin by announcing the third place winner. Third place is going to be contestant 116, Chloe. Congratulations, Chloe. All right.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Of course, you did a wonderful job. We're gonna go ahead and move on to contestant, the second winner, who is going to be contestant 110, Iris. Congratulations, Iris.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You did wonderful. You did incredible. All right. And the first place winner is going to be contestant 104, Joanna. Congratulations, Joanna.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, you did great. I'm sure your professors will be very proud of you all. The chair of BC Talks will contact you next week about your awards. I would like to take this time to thank everyone for attending the event today, and a special thanks to the deans and the BC Talks committee members for bringing this event into existence today. Now, before you folks exit the event, we ask that you please complete the post-webinar poll posted on the screen. It's very, 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 very helpful. It was a pleasure to serve you all today as your MC for the night. I hope you all have a good night, and thank you for your company this evening. Everybody take care.
So